Hello YouTube, and welcome back to another JToH video. This is the second guide video for the Halloween event 2021. Today I'm going to be guiding you through the tower modifiers for Tower of Heck, Tower of Killjoys, and Tower of Keyboard Yeeting. If you want to see the guide for these three, then I posted a video for that earlier today. And I also went over kind of how this event works in that video. So we're going to start off with Tower of Heck. If you want to see Tower of Killjoys, skip to this time. And if you want to see Tower of Keyboard Yeeting, skip to this time. So let's go. We need to find the modifier for Tower of Heck. This one was actually pretty easy for me to find. You want to go into this meme zone, which the spawn is over there, and you want to go in here. Then you see this brick right here. You want to corner clip through here. Now this was originally made so you could do this thing in order to play the old events, like to start that quest of a bunch of things. But as of right now, you can also go around here. Then you can start the challenge. Reach floor 7 with a ball connected to your side. As you can see, when you press it, it will do that. The reason this is challenging is because like sometimes you could this could hit something, such as like that, and then you won't be able to like move, and so that could end up making you fall. So in other words, like I couldn't jump sideways to here because that wouldn't work. So instead what I should do is jump forward. Other than that, I found this challenge pretty easy, and the best piece of advice I can give you is probably not to rush the tower. Right here, kind of go at a slight angle so that you actually have room to grab onto the ladder. Here, I'd absolutely recommend taking the shortcut. Go to like the bottom corner here and go at a slight angle over to here. And you should go into climbing animation and climb up, but apparently not for me. There we go. Okay, I did it that time. This part's pretty easy, but then it's right here where things start to get a little bit tricky. So just be careful again. Just do this part. But then right here, here's what I recommend doing. Walk up to the side here. Go face first into the wall like that. And then turn your camera to face this direction. Then press shift twice and and then the ball will go through the wall here. Then you can climb up like that. It'll kind of stop you here, so turn your camera to go this way again, press shift again, and A2, I guess. And then there you go. Here, definitely go on top of these, as you're probably used to doing, because you can do that, and there's like no reason not to. And here, this platform and this platform fall, so you can just do that, so you don't have to deal with that. Now when you get to this truss, face your camera, or turn on shift lock, and then face towards this, then jump onto the ladder. Now you want to face this way. You may be used to facing this way. I don't know. I am anyway. So just make sure you face it this way, then press shift twice and you should fall off. Make sure you're mostly to the top of the ladder so that you do actually land on this yellow platform. Then we can continue. Now you can shortcut straight up to here, and I recommend doing that. And now here, just do that. It's pretty much normal as how you are probably used to doing that. Now there's a shortcut here. There's a barely visible stud right here. You may not even be able to see it on the recording, but you basically want to jump to it, then you can jump across. It skips a lot, and I definitely would recommend doing that. Keep in mind that these are falling platforms here, so just hold space. Not too much of a big deal. This blue floor here is the final floor you have to complete, although it is probably the longest of all these floors you need to complete for this challenge. This is a conveyor, and then the next two platforms that are over there are falling, so what you should do is go on the conveyor, don't move, and then wait just a moment before you jump off of those to make sure you actually did stop. Now just jump up there. Make sure you're like not too far forward, because then you'll accidentally hit your head and then fall. These three platforms fall right here, so just hold space. Now we're on to this easy outside section. Now there's a shortcut here where you can do a left-sided 8-stud wraparound. I was able to do that, but I almost missed it, so just don't risk it, please. It's not worth it. Be aware that there's a gap right here you could fall through once you get back in, and then just do that. Now all of these platforms are falling. Once you get to here, I think maybe those two don't fall, but you want to jump to like in between this platform and this platform. That is an invisible safe platform. So just hold space across like so. Okay, these last two don't fall actually. Now jump down to here, but be careful. And now here, face forward, even though it's probably easier to do it with shift lock if you weren't doing the challenge. Now be careful here, because if you hold forward too long, then you'll fall off. Now we're almost done with the floor. It's basically you just jump across these 1-stud beams. Here's the end of it. Now you're gonna get the candy here. It's not here for me because I already completed this. It'll send you back to spawn, and yeah, that's the Tower of Heck challenge. Now let's move on to Tower of Killjoys. You'll probably quickly notice that this miscolored part is here, but you actually can't go through it. So here's what you have to do. If you notice, it's the same color as those red platforms over there. Basically, the way this works is the two positions of this X pusher determine the different parts that are activated and deactivated. If it's in this position, then it'll make this can't glide false. Basically, you need to push that X pusher forward, then you can go outside. You'll start at floor 6. To win, you must break each glass ball with the turret on your head up until the end of the tower. Now, this is another one of those like things where you have to hunt down a bunch of objects, but it's actually pretty easy. I would have gotten this first try if I just didn't miss one, but Luckily, I'll just tell you where they all are. So the first one is right there. There's 15 of them in total, as you can see. And now you want to get the speed remover, and then you can go ahead and get this one. By the way, the easiest way to hit them is just to go into first person and put your cursor over it, and then just wait there for a second. It's really not that hard anyway, but whatever. Now you can kind of just cut the corner here and just go straight across here. That's all of them for this first floor here, so you can just drop down now. There's one right there. I just was completely blind and didn't see it, so that's why I completed all of them, but I was one short. So then I had to restart, and that wasn't fun. That one is the only one on this floor, so you can just complete this as normal, then drop down to the next one. There's one right here as well, so go ahead and hit that. Then do the speed section. Now, falling here is a safety net. It'll just teleport you back to that speed remover. Now, on this floor, there's one right here, so just destroy it when you're standing here. Then you want to jump down here, and then there's one there, and then one there. Now you want to jump off and go straight back up to here. And then you want to actually go inside this room and collect these 3 buttons. You can go here and then here, or here and then here. It really doesn't matter. That's all of them you need to destroy for this floor. So then just go this way, because the 3 buttons allows you to actually go through here and get to the next floor. Yeah, be careful here. You do hit your head above here. And by the way, the turret is Canclad Falls, so you can see it's going through that. So it doesn't affect the gameplay in any way. Yeah, the 3 buttons deactivate these walls here, which allow you to jump down. Now we're on to this floor. So to get this one, just jump down, and then you can destroy it. There we go. That's 8 of 15. Now you want to press this button, and then go back, and then go this way, and it will have deactivated this wall, so you can continue. Now for this push box section, there's one down here, which you can go ahead and get by dropping down, and then destroying it. Then the second one, you can also get by just doing that. And now what you need to do is push this push box over to the button you can see over on the other side of the floor. Once you press the button, that'll deactivate like a thing down here. And so you can just jump down and then drop down to the next floor. Now there's only one on this floor. You want to wait for the spinner. Mine was already there, conveniently. And then it's right there, so just make sure you hit it. And then don't die of damage either. Now you can drop down, and then you can destroy that one. Now complete this kill brick maze that really isn't a maze because it's only one path. Don't rush this. There's no reason to die to damage just because you're impatient. So I know I almost did there, but I'm just going to heal up quickly. Now that I'm healed up enough, we can just go ahead and get to right here. You can see there's another one here. So just drop down, and you can hit it. There we go. And now basically you need to go up this part. It's pretty easy, and there are none of the glass balls you need to destroy on the way up this. Once you reach the top of here, go across this kill brick wall here, and then go on this truss. On the second like step here, you can destroy that one, and then we just have one more, which is right there. You can destroy it when you're right here. You kind of have to jump, but it's not that hard. Actually, you probably can from right here. Yeah, do it from here. That would be easiest. And here's the win pad for the challenge, I mean. Again, it's not going to give me anything since I already did this. Finally, we have Tower of Keyboard Yeeting. Now this one is definitely the hardest that I've done so far. The ones I've done so far are just these 6 towers here. So let's go ahead and get started with it. Hopefully this guide can help you out though. Now I'm not entirely sure on what you're supposed to do to get outside the tower, because the challenge modifier is right out here. However, if you see, I can see some of this wall. Like if I go in shift lock, it should make this entire wall invisible, which it does, but you can see there's another part here. Now I think you're supposed to be able to, like if you see up there, I think like right around here it's supposed to be Canclad Falls, and you're supposed to jump down there. I'm not entirely sure though. You can see when I reset just there, there's like a frame or two where that was not there. So I'm really not sure. But honestly, I found it easiest just flat wall here. If you do know what you're supposed to do, then leave a comment and maybe I'll pin it. I don't know. Go into shift lock and do like this. Get your character like just about halfway through here, and then turn, and then do that. I managed to do that first try, but it probably will take you a few attempts. So reach floor 7 using a different key to jump, and so instead of space, it's going to be E. For this challenge, it's probably worth using hand cam, so I've already set that up, so I can just click this button, and then boom, you can see my hand. As you can see, pressing jump does absolutely nothing. Pressing E, however, will make me jump. What I've found to actually be pretty helpful is to press E and space, as you can see me doing here, at the same time. That way it kind of feels normal. Unfortunately, that's not entirely going to help you the whole way through. But for the first like 2 or 3 floors, it helps a lot. The reason you can't just like pretty much cheese the whole thing is because if your index finger is pressing the E button, then it can't press D or whatever, or any of the other keys. So it's like, it's kind of hard to do some jumps where you're going to the right, aka you want to press D. I'm just going to take the short but hard route. It's pretty easy for me, but if you're having trouble, then you can go ahead and take the longer route. This jump is kind of hard, but it's really not. Just, like, do it carefully. Of course, remember that these lighter parts of the snake are Canclad Falls, and you need to jump over them. It's kind of hard to tell, but not really. Normally it's easier to tell, but with the different lighting setting the game has right now for the Halloween decorations. Yeah. Here, make sure you stand on top of this wall. It'll make it a lot easier. Or it theoretically should anyway. There we go. I did it that time. These stick-out wraparounds, they look pretty hard, but they're really not. I found them quite easy, even with the different jump keybind. Then this is also pretty easy, and you have a good chance to catch yourself there if you do mess up these head hitters. So yeah. Here, just hold forward, and then press jump. Or E, I mean. Also, I'm curious, how does this challenge even work on mobile? I mean, I guess I could test it, but I'll do that later. Maybe it says, like, you actually can't do it on mobile right now. Also, that reminds me of something. If you're in the chat and you press E, it does still make you jump. Like, if you're typing that in there. This event hasn't even been open for a day, I don't think. So, that's probably why. So, they probably will end up doing that. But, yeah. This part is really annoying. But here's what I found works. Hold down space no matter how much... Or E, I mean. I'm so used to saying space. Like, even if you think you're about to fall off. Like, that's what worked for me. This part looks pretty hard. I was able to get it first try, but that was probably just luck, kind of. But press W and A, and then hold E as well. So do something like this. Okay, that, I mean, I almost made it. Oh yeah, I didn't really say, but just hold space, or E, I mean, across here, on this conveyor. It should be pretty easy. Let's try this again. And I fell again. But I luckily managed to catch it again in like the exact same spot. Third time's the charm. Let's see if that goes with whatever they say, or whatever. Let's see if that's true. That was such a weird way of wording that. Okay, it is. Nice. I almost failed there at the end, but luckily I didn't. Here, run across the sides, I'd recommend. Now jump diagonally here. That way, if you jump diagonally, if you think about it, then you're over the platform, aka a place where you can like stop holding W, A, S, or D, and you'll still land on it, if that makes sense. Now jump here, you'll probably go into climbing animation, so it's a little bit scary, but it's really not that hard. Then jump here, that's perfect, and then do that wraparound. Now this is the last floor you have to complete, and it also has an outside section. Now go forward here. This part's a little stressful. I don't know what I just hit the E key with, not my index finger. Yeah, but just remain calm. It took me a good amount of attempts to get past that conveyor section. Really, it wasn't that bad, but still, I was quite nervous when I got here, ish. But anyway, for this jump, you want to jump. You get right on the edge like so. You can align your view with greater than and less than if you want, and then take a leap of faith, even though it's not really that far. But yeah, here, make sure you time it correctly. Like, that was not good timing, but I managed to make it, so I'm not complaining. You should probably jump a little bit later than I did. Now do that there. And then, here we go. You have one jump left, and that's the challenge completed. Perfect. Once it sends you back to spawn, you can press space, and it'll make it work again. There we go. That's the guide for the next 3 tower modifiers for the Halloween 2021 event. Make sure you like and subscribe so you don't miss when I post the ones for these and these two. And again, you can also go watch the video for the first 3 towers. So I'll see you in the next video, and have a great day.